uh, the focus continue. Okay. Okay. What else here on this page here? Okay, I think I got everything on that slide, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm trying to explain it, but sometimes it's hard for me to explain it. But you know, if you're having the problems, just let me know. Okay, on that glamour, once you have that glamour on here, you're gonna see a little smiley face on the front of your camera at the top. You're letting you know that the glamour is on. Okay. All right. Let's get down to the settings for your footage. You got the resolution here. You got 4K. Okay. 24. Remember I was telling you can shoot at 4K, 24, 25, and 30. I don't know if they got 60 on here. But yes, they do. They just don't. It's not showing up here. But mostly you're gonna be shooting at 24. Okay. So, and you're gonna be shooting 4K. You can shoot at 1080p, but you want good footage, so you want to shoot at 4K. And to get to these settings here, you swipe up and you can get those settings. Okay, it'll be 4K, 24, 4K at the top in yellow, and 24 films, per second. That's you want to shoot at that when you just standing around talking. Okay. All right. The close it, you just swipe down. You got the swipe over. Okay. Okay. You got the swipe over from the left to the right. Okay. You got the right to the left swipe. That's a swipe. And you got to swipe down. And then you got to swipe up. All corners have the swipe. You got 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And each one of them, you're doing something. Okay, you swipe left to, from right to left. From left to right. And down. And up. Each one of those times that you do that, you're going to get a setting. Just take your time, go through the settings, learn your camera, learn how to swipe up and down, and sometimes you might swipe and it's the wrong one, but just know your camera. Don't panic, because once you panic, that's when you start forgetting. Trust me, I know. But like I say, swipe. Just sit around when you have time. Just swipe around and look, and go through your camera. Go to your camera settings. That way, once you learn your settings that you're gonna use, you can set your camera. Okay. The main thing is to learn your settings, and I always told you about your settings. You got your exposure, your ISO, and then you got your and your frames per minute. You got your exposure, which is your exposure, which is your framework. It goes, all these 3 things goes together. Your exposure with shooting at 24 is you double that. This camera don't have 48, so doubling 24 would be 1/50. Okay, if you was shooting at 60, it would be that setting there on this would be 30. It would be if you were shooting at 30 frames per second, it would be 60. Okay. All right. Then you got your ISO. That's another setting. You want the higher you get on your ISO, the more of your footage is gonna be grainy. It's not gonna be good. The lower you can get on your ISO, it's the better your footage is gonna be. You may go to a party or somewhere at night and it's dark, like we was walking around on Bourbon Street. I didn't go no higher than 32. Okay, and then you can put your camera at low light and it'll pick up better too. I didn't do that, but you can. Okay, you can do that, but don't go no higher than 32. If you go higher than 32, your footage is not gonna be good. Just gonna be straight up. It's not gonna be good. So these cameras, you've seen the footage from walking on Bourbon Street. It comes out really good. So just pay attention to what you're doing, how you're doing it, and it's a good camera. It's a good camera. It takes good footage, and I think you're gonna be proud of it. I know you're already proud of it, and you're glad you bought it. You're glad you purchased it, and I'm gonna tell you, once you learn how to work it, a lot of people they're gonna envy you, and they're gonna want you to teach them or show them or well, you got this and blah 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 blah. But this is a good camera. I'm not just saying it. Thousands of people have used this camera, and they use it professional. You can use it for professional. And like I said, I'm not just saying this. I have used it for my own personal use, and used it with you, showed you how. It's a good camera. And I spend thousands of dollars on these other cameras. I leave my other camera at home sometimes and just take this camera here and I work with it. So anyway, I'm gonna rest for right now. I'm gonna cut this video short because I've been talking for a while. I'll make you another one. But I went through a lot, and I just want you to learn. Take your time. Go through your settings. Swipe left to right, right to left, up and down. And every time you swipe on this, you're gonna get a different settings. And to close it out, you just swipe back, and to get back to your frame, to your screen here. It's easy. It's just as simple as I don't know what. It's just as simple as this shit here. I know you can see that. Swipe, I got something, I close it. Swipe this away, I got something, I close it. Swipe up, I got something, I close it. Swipe down, I got something, I close it. Either way you go, they got this camera set up simple to find all your settings. And when you're out there and you kind of panicking like I have done, you have to know your settings. You can swipe all you want, but if you don't know your settings, it's not going to do you any good. So you learn your settings, and then you can swipe and get what you want. Okay. This camera I don't have any footage on here, but when there's footage on here, when there's footage on here, when you swipe this away, your footage is gonna come up. Left to right, that's when your footage come up. But I don't have any footage on this camera, so that's why you kind of see this come up here, and it says confirm. All it's saying is no files on this SD card. That's what it's saying. If I had files on this SD card on this camera, when I did that, all my files will come up, and I can just click on them and check them. See, right there is no file on this SD card. Okay, but like I was saying, everything on here, you know, works. And the record button is right here. That's the record button. I showed you that already. Okay, this button here is up and down with your gimbal. It goes up and it goes down. And you mash in on it, it'll turn around. You mash 3 times, it'll turn around. See how it turns around? 3 times, it turns back around.